All right, let's talk about the keys to your digital life. The things that lock and unlock everything from your private emails to your bank accounts. But have you ever stopped to think if they're as secure as they should be? Well, this is your essential guide to foundational digital security. And trust me, by the end of it, you'll know exactly how to forge some seriously uncrackable keys to your entire online world. So let's just start with that big question right there. How secure are those keys really? Are they strong enough to protect the stuff that's most important to you? Today, we're going to find out. And more importantly, we're going to make sure that the answer to that question is a confident yes. Every single online account you own has a kind of digital front door, and the key almost always is a password. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Even though they're so important, passwords are often the single weakest link in our entire security chain. This analogy just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? A weak, guessable password, it's not just a small mistake. It's basically an open invitation. You're giving criminals a direct, super easy way into your most sensitive information. It's a risk we just can't afford to take. So how do they get in? Well, attackers use automated software for what are called brute force attacks, literally hammering accounts with millions of password combinations a second. But honestly, more often than not, they just try the simple stuff, the world's most common passwords, or personal details they can just scoop up from your social media. It's pretty clear our old password habits just don't cut it anymore. It's time for a new approach. Okay, so now that we get the problem, let's build the solution. Let's talk about crafting truly uncrackable keys. And here's the good news. The old rules of using complex, impossible-to-remember passwords, they're outdated. The modern way is actually way simpler and, believe it or not, exponentially more secure. This comparison shows the new thinking perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way. We thought passwords had to be this jumble of symbols, impossible for us to remember, but actually pretty easy for a modern computer to crack. The stronger approach is on the right, a simple but long passphrase of unrelated words, something like closet, lamp, bathroom, mug. It's easy for you to remember, but incredibly hard for a computer to guess. So here are the 3 modern rules to live by. First, length is everything. Aim for at least 15 characters, because every single character you add makes it exponentially harder to crack. Second, use a passphrase of 4 or more random unrelated words. And third, and this one is absolutely 100% non-negotiable, every single account needs its own unique password. No exceptions. So here's a quick cheat sheet of everything we've just talked about. The path to great security is pretty straightforward. Use long passphrases, get a password manager to handle them all for you, and always enable MFA. On the flip side, you got to avoid the common mistakes, especially that really dangerous habit of reusing passwords across different websites. Okay, I can already hear you thinking, how on earth am I supposed to create and then remember dozens of unique 15-character plus passphrases? And you know what? That's a totally fair question. The answer isn't try harder. The answer is to use the right tool for the job. Let me introduce you to the Password Manager. Think of it as your own personal, super secure digital vault. It does all the heavy lifting for you. It creates, remembers, and fills in all those unique, complicated passwords. Your only job? Create and remember one single, very strong master password to unlock the vault itself. That's it. And here's just how simple it is in practice. 1. You set up that one strong master password. 2. For every new account, the manager generates a fortress-like password and saves it for you. And 3, the next time you go to that site, it fills it in automatically. It single-handedly solves the biggest headaches of modern password security. All right, if you do just one thing after watching this, please make it this next one. We're about to talk about the single most powerful security upgrade you can make to your online accounts: Multi-Factor Authentication, or MFA. This is a real game changer. Just look at that number. Seriously, let it sink in. 99.9%. Research shows that just by turning on MFA, you block over 99.9% of attacks designed to take over your account. That means even if a criminal steals your password, MFA is the digital deadbolt that stops them cold. Its effectiveness is just staggering. So what is this magic thing? Well, it's just a way to prove it's really you logging in by providing more than one piece of evidence. Think of it like a layered defense. A password is the first layer, yeah, but an attacker just can't get past that second layer. That's what makes a stolen password almost completely useless to them. These layers, or factors as they're called, fall into 3 simple categories. The first is something you know, like your password. The second is something you physically have, like your phone that gets a code. And the third is something you are, which means biometrics, like your fingerprint or your face. MFA just combines at least two of these. And in practice, it's incredibly simple and adds just a few seconds to your login. You type in your password just like you always do. Then your phone gets a little notification and you either type in a 6-digit code or, even easier, just tap approve. That's it. That one extra tiny step is what gives you that massive 99.9% security upgrade. Okay, now let's apply everything we've learned to the place where security really, really matters, our finances. Protecting your online banking is a team sport. It's what we call a shared responsibility model between you and your bank. Your bank handles a ton of the heavy lifting, for sure. They build the secure system with advanced encryption, powerful firewalls, and they're constantly monitoring for fraud. But your role is just as critical. A strong, unique password, enabling MFA whenever it's offered, and just keeping an eye on your accounts. These are the crucial parts that only you can control. I love this quote because it just puts it all perfectly. The bank can build the strongest digital fortress in the world, but all of those defenses are totally useless if someone can just walk right through the front gate with your key. You are the ultimate guard of that key. So here we are. The tools are there. The knowledge is right in front of you. Your digital fortress is ready to be secured. The only question left is a personal one for you. Will you take these simple, powerful steps to properly guard the key?